Welcome. In front of me I have the Sennheiser Momentum 5 and I will be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the headset itself and give you my first impressions of it. Okay, so some of the features that they advertise is lossless audio, which is kind of odd considering these are Bluetooth headphones, so not really sure how that's lossless, but okay. Adaptive noise cancellation and up to 57 hours of battery life, which if this is actually with noise cancellation, that is pretty damn nice. Now, let's just get straight into this. Two pull tabs right here. Oh, and we have a nice little case. Just paperwork. Okay, I just yeeted that to the side. It's pointless. One thing that I want to mention, the carrying case, it's very slim compared to like other ones from, for instance, for Bose or Sony. This case is super slim. We also have a logo right here of Sennheiser, and this I think is metal in here, so that's kind of nice. Adds a bit more premium look to it and feel. Inside we get our Type-C to Type-C cable. Let me maybe bring up the exposure a little bit so you can see this tiny bit better. So we have cable Type-C to Type-C, a manual, then we get a headphone jack cable, and obviously the headphones themselves. Oh, that's nice. So the headphones can rotate all the way through, which I find very useful. Because some manufacturers, when they have a lock, they will usually allow you to rotate it, for instance, to the outside, but not the inside, which means that when you take them off and you're trying to lay them kind of like, on your neck, usually the plastic sometimes just digs into your collarbones. Not the best kind of experience. Here, you can just flip it the other way around and you're good to go. There's no like anything holding this, so just freely moving. Also, we have a completely touch surface right here. Right. Yep. So it looks like it's just a full touch surface right there. And we have little manual right here on what you can do, which is pretty nice. This is actually, I do appreciate this. As usually to figure out what the controls are, you need to consult the manual. This is just easily visible right here where you're going to be tapping anyway. So perhaps to Sennheiser for doing this in a very nice way. Other than that, we have some noise cancellation microphones, which you can see right here, these kind of metal pieces right here, perforated pieces. So we have 1, 2, or let's just put per cap, so 1, 2, and 3. 3 per cap right here by the looks of it. On the right one, at the bottom, we have our LED indicators for the battery, which we are now fully charged. Okay. We have a Type-C right over here. We have... this is the jack, tiny one right here. Now I'm kind of curious, can you use these in a completely dead state with the cable? If you can, that would be fantastic. Maybe without noise cancellation, obviously. But I think that's a little bit too much to hope for. And we have a Sennheiser marking right here, and on the other one we have the Momentum 5. Other than that, let's give it a quick little test fit on how they lay on my head. And oh wow, that is a noise cancellation. Wow. So ooh, the bass, holy. So I just got a quick little preview. Jeez, that feels weird to even talk in them. Holy. I'm kind of curious how they will perform actually with the noise cancellation outside with like traffic and stuff like that. But right here, they do have very intense feeling noise cancellation. Now, this is in a relatively quiet environment, but even talking feels weird with them on, which I haven't had the experience like this for a long time. This is kind of like if you ever used noise cancellation headphones or anything like that for the first time. That's kind of how it feels right here with those, weirdly enough. Now, I don't know if this really means that they will have great noise cancellation or not, but it shush. It kind of seems like something is happening more than in other headphones. And like I said, bass right here for the chime that you get when you put them on, and I think it enters pairing mode. Pretty damn nice. Now I'm going to quickly connect them. Now they also have like a beeping sound that they're trying to, I think, connect. Let's see how. I'll show up right here. Oh, they're right here. Boop. Pair.
Pairing successful.
Oh, and it tells you pairing successful. I'm gonna lower down the volume and let's bring up some music. Doesn't mean I have my tail scale on, and I do. So I'm just gonna listen to some of my music. I'm not gonna play it per se, like some of the tracks right here. I will put headphones next to the microphone. This one right here, which one I'm talking to, in a moment. But I'm gonna be using some like AI music, for instance. And things that are just, copyright free, so it can't be striked. And if people try to strike it, then they're just fucking cunts, because AI music can't be copyrighted. Anyway, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of a test, and okay. Yeah, once the music starts playing, I can barely even hear myself talking, which is very interesting. Now this might be a bit of a weird take. They sound pretty similar to what you typically get at most likely the price range that this is, which I am going to be assuming it's similar to Bose's and Sony's price tag. So let me quickly check. So let's quickly check this. Momentum 5, and yeah, it's about the same price. Now it's, I think, a tiny bit more expensive. If you can get it on sale, this is about the same price, and it, I would say, delivers about in terms of music quality, about the same kind of experience. It is a little bit of a different tuning. I think Bose and Sony have a little bit of a more bass-oriented tuning. This still has bass. It seems just a little bit more flat in a way. Now, it's not that much of a difference. It's most certainly not a flat profile sounding headset, from what I can tell. I also want to point out I am in no way an audiophile, so this is just kind of my perception. I tend to actually gravitate towards things like, for instance, Bose or Sony MXs, just because of that heavier bass and more fun sound, let's call it this way. And this delivers about the same thing, but unlike the Sony or Boses, the let's call it the cabin pressure kind of feeling right here is definitely elevated, and it seems like the noise cancellation on here is like way up there. Now, like I said, again, this is internally right here, but even me talking with them while music is playing, it feels hard to hear myself, and that is something that I haven't experienced for a very long time, even to this extent, let's put it this way. So these do seem, at least right here in this controlled environment, like they will noise cancel the shit out of anything that you throw at them. But like I said, this is how it seems like. I haven't tested them outside to give you an actual actual take on this, but from what I can tell right here, they seem like they would be canceling it out pretty damn good. And this is just, again, first impression. So yeah, sound-wise, I already talked about how can they sound. To me personally, if you really like something like the Bose and Bose Quiet Comfort, or for instance the Sony MXs, I feel like these are a little bit of a step down in terms of the sound itself compared to those two, as I find them to be very similar to each other. but they seem to be picking up in terms of noise cancellation to the point that it's hard to hear yourself when you're talking. So yeah. So it's really, I would say, depending on what kind of sound profile you're looking for. If you're looking for that Bose, you might need to trade that off for that noise cancellation, or obviously go for the Bose and Sony if you just prefer that sound over the what appears to be noise cancellation benefit right here. So anyway, that's about it. Seems like a fantastic pair of headphones. Like I said, pretty nice case too. The fact that it's like super slim makes it easy to transport it, but I do want to point out this is still as you can see, a relatively big case, as these headphones don't fold in any meaningful way. So you can only keep them like flat like this, but the caps don't, fold kind of like on other headphones they would. So if that is something that you really rely on to, compress them into a much smaller kind of size, these don't really have that option, unfortunately. Oh, and one more thing to check and talk about. The top right here is mesh. The underside right here is actually rubber. So this is rubberized surface. The movement right here to extend it, for a bigger head, there's no steps. It's just kind of smooth, and it's certainly not the best I have ever felt. It's lacking that like weird hydraulic kind of feel with the smooth movement. This is just kind of plastic sliding, and I have a suspicion, so this is just a suspicion, that if you're gonna use this for a while, this kind of adjustment right here might just become super loose and just kind of flop around. So this is just my speculation. It could be completely unfounded, but I do want to point out, because there's no steps in here, that tends to sometimes happen. Anyway, so that's about it. So if you found this very helpful, oh actually, wait, no. I was supposed to give you a sound preview. Let's do that. Almost forgot about this. Let me just bring up my... Nope, it's already unpaired. Wait, did it turn off? Let's give it a second.
Connected.
Oh, it's connected. So this one will be just next to the microphone. Not the best representation of this, but it's as best as I can do right here. So if you're wondering what that is, this is like an AI song. Here's the kind of name of the YouTube channel. This is just downloaded from YouTube. But yeah, this is just AI, so I should be fine playing this. Let's see something else, maybe. Here's some more AI. Though this could be copyright strike. Please don't. This is just for preview purposes. Okay. So anyway, that should be good enough. So yeah, just wanted to give you a little bit of a sound preview of these. But with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.